Welcome to the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, May 14th. Today we will continue to have showers and occasional thunderstorms in the area shaded in green over northern areas of the Great Basin down into northern and eastern Utah. Also, we'll see cooler temperatures within this area of green and still warm and dry conditions over southern areas of the Great Basin. Over the last 24 hours, we've only seen a few lightning strikes over parts of Idaho and also a few showers over the area over the northern half of the Great Basin. Most of these showers were on the lighter side. Great Basin fire activity, we do have a couple of ongoing incidents. The Basin fire down over the Arizona Strip, the Taft fire, which was last reported just over 1,400 acres over eastern Nevada. Then we also have a fire over northern Utah, then a couple of other small initial attack fires. Looking at our observed precipitation over the last 7 days, the image on the left shows light precipitation over northern areas and over parts of Utah and down into the Arizona Strip. Most of this precipitation again was light, but we did have some heavier amounts up over parts of eastern Idaho into Wyoming and over central Idaho. Looking at the percent of normal precipitation over the last 30 days, we see very dry conditions and well below normal precipitation over much of Nevada, into parts of northern and eastern Utah, also into parts of south central Idaho. Looking at our current fuel conditions, ERCs show generally ERCs below the 50th to 70th percentile region-wide. However, again, this is not representative of our low elevation fine fuels, which are critically dry, especially over southern areas, and are in various states of curing over central areas of the Great Basin. So this will be our main concern with fire spread over the next week or so. Looking at our current ERC values, we're generally, again, these ERC values that we are seeing are near normal for the time of year. Looking at our satellite loop from this morning, we do have this area of low pressure off the Pacific Northwest coast, which will push cold fronts through the northern areas of the Great Basin today and tomorrow. Again, this will keep the cool temperatures, cloudy conditions, and occasional showers and thunderstorms over northern areas of the Great Basin. You can see in the far south still very dry conditions, which will continue over parts of southern Nevada, the Arizona Strip, and southern Utah. However, winds will be decreasing from what we've seen in recent days. Now looking at the weather pattern for later today, again, you can see those showers and occasional thunderstorms and moisture moving eastward across northern areas of the Great Basin as low pressure moves into the Pacific Northwest, with drier conditions continuing over southern areas, and this will continue with moderate fire potential in our southern regions, again, mainly due to our fine fuels. Our live fuels still haven't dried out quite enough, and some of our larger fuels are still in the process of drying. Looking at our relative humidity later this afternoon, relative humidity in the teens over southern areas and above 20 or 25% over the northern half of the Great Basin with those cooler temperatures. We will see winds breezy today over northern and western Nevada and over southern areas of the basin, but winds will be much weaker than what we've seen the last couple of days, with gusts mainly in the 20s. As we move into Friday, this first system moves to the east and we will see lingering showers over parts of Idaho into Wyoming, and most of the moisture will be on its way out for a drier and warmer day across the Great Basin. So we will see fire potential low to moderate over southern areas and generally low over the rest of the Great Basin. Relative humidity will remain in the teens in the south and above 20% in areas further north. Winds will definitely decrease over southern and western areas on Friday, but be a little bit breezy as that next system pushes east across northern areas over parts of Idaho into Wyoming, with gusts again mainly in the 20s, which will also extend down into northeast Utah. On Saturday, we have a much stronger area of low pressure approaching the west coast, so we will see winds increase ahead of this system, mainly over western areas of the Great Basin on Saturday, and then we will also see potentially some cloud cover push across northern areas on Saturday as well, but temperatures will be quite a bit warmer on Saturday than what we've seen in the north towards the middle of this week. We will continue that low to moderate fire potential in the south and still low fire potential in the north. Relative humidity will be decreasing on Saturday across Nevada and generally see teens across most of the state. We'll also see single digits to teens over southern areas. And again, you can see those winds start to increase over western areas of the Great Basin as we move into Saturday, with gusts mainly in the 20s to maybe 30 miles per hour. The forecast amount of precipitation for the next few days, again, you can see those showers and occasional thunderstorms bringing some precipitation to the north today and tomorrow. The heaviest precipitation will be across the higher terrain of central Idaho into western Wyoming. Moving into Sunday, this will be our first significant day of a return of stronger winds to southern areas of the Great Basin. You can see that area of low pressure moving closer to the west coast, and this will again allow those winds to increase and become stronger and also spread across the Great Basin, Could see a few showers in the north, but the main story will be the winds and drier conditions over southern areas. So we do have some high risk for some of our southern areas of the Great Basin, again, mainly concerned with our fine fuels. On Monday, we will see that system slowly move to the east, so strong winds will still continue. We do have that high risk continuing over southern Utah and the Arizona Strip on Monday. However, in addition to the areas where we have high risk, we will see those stronger winds both on Sunday and Monday cover much of Nevada and Utah. However, those are the areas where we will have our fuels are not quite as cured. So again, our main concern is where those winds line up with our drier fuels in the south. As we move into Tuesday, that area of low pressure moves a little bit further east into Nevada. We will continue to see dry conditions. We may still have some windy conditions to deal with on Tuesday over southern areas of the Great Basin, but we will monitor that as we get towards the weekend. Otherwise, we will see that area of low pressure move in, bringing a significant cool down of temperatures into the early part of next week, along with some showers and clouds. So we will see temperatures drop to about 10 to 15 degrees below normal over the northern half of the Great Basin. Again, we're still not seeing that moisture make it into southern areas. On Wednesday, that area of low pressure swings into eastern areas of the Great Basin, so that cooler, unsettled weather will continue over the northern half of the region, with the dry conditions continuing in the south. Our 7-day total amount of precipitation is indicated here. You can see quite a bit more precipitation, especially over northern and western areas in the higher terrain of central Idaho and in the Sierra. But we could see some decent precipitation amounts as this system moves through early next week over parts of northern Nevada. Again, not expecting any precipitation in the south. The 8 to 14-day outlook, taking us from May 21st to the 27th, shows a return to drier and warmer conditions for our northern and western areas. We may even see some moisture finally move into southern and eastern regions towards the end of the month, but again, this is a little bit uncertain, so we'll continue to watch that. That concludes our webcast for today. Check back tomorrow for the latest updates.